Okay, today I got a very special guest, Baltimore's own Mia Killer B. Ellis. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
That's good to hear. Um, so your last fight, you fought. I think she was a former champion.
Yeah, she fought a few heavy hitters. So yeah,
She never had a belt.
I'm not really sure.
Um, but what I wanted to ask you about that fight was, I heard you had to face some adversity uh, during the fight. Did you ever feel as though you weren't going to win that fight?
No, I never feel like that going into a fight.
No, not going into it, of course not. But I'm saying, I heard you had to face some adversity. So, did you ever feel like you wouldn't be able to overcome?
Nah, she was actually a last minute opponent. The girl that they had for me to fight, she had just stopped responding like the week of the fight. So they had found the one that I fought a couple days before, and they was saying that she been in there with some good people. Uh, she never been stopped. So they were saying that it
Oh,
would be a good fight for me. So I'm like, at this point, it's whatever because I wanted to put on a show. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
I was like, it's whatever. Just get it here so we can put the show on the road.
Would you say she was a better opponent than who you thought you were going to face originally?
She definitely was a better opponent than who I was going to face originally. She had more experience, more fights. I think she had over 20 fights. So,
Oh, wow.
you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she definitely had more experience.
Um, what inspired you to start boxing, and who are your biggest influences?
I can't even really tell you what inspired me to start boxing. I just was always around the sport, always in the gym since I could remember. So it was like, with me always being in the gym, I just adapted to the sport. It was something that I wanted to try. Once I tried it, I stuck to it. And uh, what was the other question?
Who are your biggest influences?
My biggest
Or
influences
somebody like a female boxer who you gravitate to.
right now, I would say Clarissa and Serrano.
Oh man, that's wrong. She just came out. What did you think about that Katie Taylor Serrano fight?
I feel like I need to watch it a second time. But the first fight I had Serrano winning, but the second fight that they just had, I think Katie Taylor pulled it off. It wasn't a unanimous decision, but
Right.
Katie Taylor definitely pulled it off. But I think I need to watch it a second time.
Um, do you feel there's unique challenges female boxers face compared to their male counterparts?
What you mean by that?
So like without like maybe you don't have as many opponents to face. Is it harder for you to get like fights? Uh, stuff like that. Like,
Definitely. It's definitely less opponents for me to face as far as being a female. But my problem seems to be every time they find me an opponent, by the time the fight get here, that's not who I was supposed to fight. Like every time I fight, that's not the person that I was supposed to fight.
cause I seen one time after you beat a girl, she was twerking afterwards.
Yeah,
I
like
was like,
it's just always something. It's all like my fight week is just always hectic. This is never who I'm supposed to fight. Like we can have an opponent 2 months before the fight, like it'll be set, everything good. Then,
yeah.
yeah, like the week of or 2 weeks before the fight, that opponent falls out, and I'm never fighting who I'm supposed to fight.
What do you think it would take for you to, propel to that upper echelon of, caliber of fighters that that you trying to get to?
I think eventually we just gonna get that one call, and that's what's gonna put me on the map. Like once I get to that level, that's where everything's just gonna be better. More professional. So we just waiting on that one call. Once we get that one call, it's a wrap.
Do you have any like potential names or somebody that that's right there that you think would take you to that point?
Definitely before they retire, I would love to be getting a ring with Serrano or Katie. Right now, we're looking at Sky Nicholson. They potential fights that we would like to have in the near future. That'll put me on the map.
Okay. What's one misconception about women in boxing that you wish people understood?
We could do the same thing women do. We work just as hard, you know. So, I mean, but it's starting to get out there. They starting to notice, like Katie and Serrano. They just got the pay up for females. I think Katie got like 6.1 million. That's the biggest for females. But Serrano said she got more than that. So
Yeah.
it's definitely picking up. It's definitely starting to notice that it should be equal pay.
Can you walk us through one of your favorite fights?
My fights.
Your fights, yeah.
One of my favorite fights is probably the one I had here last summer at Coppin State University.
What made it memorable?
I was home. The knockout was crazy, and that was my first title.
Okay, and what title was that?
It's the NBA, National Boxing Association.
What's your ultimate goal in boxing, and how do you plan to reach it?
To become world champ, and just never quit. Never quit. It's almost here though.
How do you handle the mental side of boxing with it being so physically demanding?
Block out I just try to block out all the negativity. I understand that there's always gonna be haters, snakes, two-faced people. I've been dealing with that since I was little though, so that's not nothing new to me. So I'm just used to that.
Who would be your dream opponent and why?
Dream opponent, like I said earlier, probably Serrano. She a vet.
I mean, I'm saying anybody, like, if you could fight any woman from any generation, if any weight class, if you could be at any weight class, you know what I'm saying?
Serrano.
Serrano, okay.
Like Layla, this is.
Layla set the foundation.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I was never. She got my respect,
right.
That's for sure. But I was never really too big on Layla. I think it's because she was way before my time. You know what I'm saying? So.
What advice would you give a young girl who looks up to you and wants to box?
You can do whatever you put your mind to. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't.
What should fans expect to see from you in your next fight, and do you have a message for them?
Another world title. Another knockout. And just stay tuned. We're going to be in the DMV with it for the next fight. So if you're in town, you got to come out and support. Details will be dropped soon.
Your boxing Mount Rushmore. I want to do a women's all-time and a men's current and a men's past. So give me your women's Mount Rushmore all-time.
I say Layla, Clarissa,
Amanda.
Yeah, Amanda, and Katie.
Okay. Your men's from the past, like Tyson, all them.
So this is from the past right now?
Yeah, people who retired.
Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, and I want to think of somebody that I would say Pernell Whitaker.
And what about current Mount Rushmore right now? Who doing it?
Javante Davis.
That's easy.
Boots ELLIS.
Okay.
Uh, Abdullah Mason.
Man, you putting him on the current route most right
Yeah,
now? Okay.
Abdullah like that.
He
I ain't gonna
is.
lie. Abdullah is like that.
He is.
Let me see. One more. Shakur.
Shakur. Okay. Um, since you mentioned Boots, what did you think about his last fight?
It was. It was. I. It was a good fight. Everybody always want a knockout though. Like that's for the people that don't know boxing. Like it was a good fight. Every fight not gonna be a knockout. They probably trained Boots for the guy to run how the guy ran in the first fight. So they was expecting him to run, so Boots couldn't really do what he wanted to do. But it was still a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Every fight not gonna be a knockout.
I think he went into that fight totally different because he didn't want to be facing this guy again, and I think because a lot of people said he looked this sloppy and he didn't look as good and talking about moving up, and I think he just went all out just trying to. Because we seen Boots be slick and, very defensively sound. And he just seemed like he just was just going all out.
Yeah.
If you could walk out with any rapper, who would you walk out with?
Any rapper?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Lil Baby. Probably Lil Baby.
I was supposed to ask these questions first. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
How did you feel going into your last fight, and do you have any pre-fight rituals or routines?
Going into my last fight, I felt confident, in shape, and also doubted.
Why you felt as though you were being doubted?
Because everybody, like I told you, everybody was saying that she was in there with some heavy hitters. She never been stopped, and she was a last minute person. So it was also like I don't know what I'm going into. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They found her a couple days before the fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely was doubted.
Do you feel like when that happens, the opponent's pulling out late notice? Do you feel like it's by design, like it's somebody like the boxing gods are out to get you to say like like get what I'm trying to say? Like it's like something that's trying to knock you off.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that, and I feel like that because of who I'm with, who I'm under. Like everybody know I'm under Javante Davis. I'm with Javante Davis, so I definitely feel like somebody is trying to stop me.
I gotta find my keys. Okay.
What's up? We got Coach Calvin in the building. What's the biggest challenges you faced during the fight, and how did you overcome your last fight? What was the biggest challenges besides her being a late replacement and all that?
The biggest challenge was not knowing.
Could it be speed, power?
Oh, you talking far as her?
Yeah. In the fight, what did you feel was challenging, if anything?
I can't even tell you because once I'm in that ring, it's almost like I black out. Ain't nothing stopping me. You get what I'm saying? So I can't even tell you.
Did your opponent do anything unexpected that forced you to adapt or change strategy?
Yeah, she took my power in the first round. Most girls can't do that. So when I saw her fighting back after I hit her with my strong. And I was like, oh yeah, time to bite down.
Can you break down a key moment in the fight where you felt the momentum shift?
Yeah, when I dropped her. When she dropped, she ain't never been dropped or nothing. So I'm like, oh, I dropped her. I'm ready finishing now. You know what I'm saying? Once I see my opponent hurt, stumble, anything, slow down, back up, it's over with.
Okay, that's what we like to hear. What did you learn about yourself as a fighter from that match?
Uh, I'm different. I'm nothing like these other girls.
Were there any adjustments made by your corner that helped you during the fight?
Yeah, my dad and Coach Calvin told me stay relaxed. Don't get overexcited. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes once I land a few punches and see that my opponent feeling it, I can get too happy or too excited, start rushing in. So they told me to stay calm, let it come to me.
Is there anything you would have done differently in hindsight?
No, I feel like it was perfect.
How do you plan to build from the performance?
Probably it was a couple flaws that I saw that I could fix.
That's good.
So other people don't notice it, try to critique it, but other than that, it was good.
What's on your playlist when you about to fight?
All OTR chairs and Roddy Racks, Baltimore.
All right, we right on time with that one. What's your favorite part about representing Baltimore in the boxing world? It's a weird question.
They see that we built different. They always say it's something in our water, but I don't know what it could be. I just feel like most of us that's boxing, that's from Baltimore. We just got that dug in us.
I don't know if you ever thought about this, but just knowing that you could be the face of women's boxing for Baltimore, how would something like that, affect you, or just knowing you're pretty much already that, for the city, in my opinion. But just how would that make you feel knowing you can have that seat and represent something like that?
It's definitely it's kind of pressuring because I want to be able to keep it, keep that name. Cause like you said, I'm definitely like I'm already that right now. There's not too many female boxers coming out of Baltimore, or that's really doing something big. Name is out there, but a lot of people think Franchon Cruz is from Baltimore, but she's not. She from Franchon from Virginia, but she started here in a boxing game.
Okay.
She actually was here when I was 5. She started here at this gym. Okay. But other than her, I feel like I'm the face of female boxing in Baltimore.
How has growing up in Baltimore shaped you as a fighter and a person?
In a good way. I went through so many phases though. Like, I'm not even the same person I was a year ago. It just helped me focus more, stay positive, cut all the bull crap out. It helped me in a good way.
Are there any specific Baltimore landmarks or places that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, right here, Pennsylvania Avenue. Sandtown, and where I grew up at.
Where did you grow up at?
I grew up. I grew up right there, off of Fulton by Drew Hill Park. It's like RNG area.
Okay. What are some challenges you faced in Baltimore that prepared you for the ring?
Probably like all the murders and stuff. You know, um, like I want to get away from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use it. I just use boxing to keep my mental like I gotta get away from it. I gotta get away from it. But I feel like I can get away from it right now. It's just I'm so adapted to.
So used to it, type of thing.
It's almost like I don't want to leave, but I know that I have to eventually.
Are there any local mentors who've influenced your boxing journey
Local mentors,
or trainers?
trainers. You gonna pause it?
Boss round. So are there any local mentor trainers who've influenced your boxing journey?
He's not local no more. Javante Davis, that's like my mentor. You know, we talk all the time. I remember when I first started dealing with like people talking like negative about me and stuff. I went straight to him. Well, he came to me because I had made like a post or something, and he texted me like, "What happened? What's going on?" Ever since then, we've been locked in. He the one that really helped me understand like people gonna always talk about you, no matter what you do. They gonna always talk. So he definitely played a big part in that.
What message do you want to send to young athletes in Baltimore who look up to you?
We built different. You gotta show them that we built different. Show them where you from. You know, you gonna go far every time you show them. You know what I'm saying? Because one person talking, they all talking. So keep throwing it in their face.
Are there ways you're hoping to give back to Baltimore as your career grows?
Definitely.
What's some of the things you would like to do for the community?
Different like food drives, you know, like now it's getting cold, we do coat drives and stuff. We just did one last week.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving.
Turkeys.
Yeah, with dinners and coats, you know. Whenever Tank do a giveaway, that's like me too, because I'm under him. So all the giveaways he do, I'm always there, you know, because sometimes he might not be able to show face, so I'm there doing that part.
I'm saying as far as like, you know, what's something that you would like to do individually? Or if anything.
I'm here at the gym every day giving back to the kids, you know.
Time, you can't get that back. You can't.
Yeah, I'm always here at the gym. Spending time with the kids, talking to them, helping them, showing them different things as far as boxing. So that's my way of giving back.
How does Baltimore boxing scene compare to other cities? I guess I'm asking in a way of like gyms and sparring, and you know, how does, you know, doing all that here, then going somewhere else and doing it?
We definitely more grittier. Like we ain't backing down. Whoever want to get in the ring can get in the ring. But it's like I can tell you this: when we go on the West Coast, nobody want to spar. Like it's just different over here. Nobody want to get dirty. Nobody want to have that contact. But over here, Baltimore, the East Coast in general, like here, DC, Philly, it's just a different type of dug in us.
Do you have a favorite memory from training in Baltimore? The moment you realized you could be really good at this?
Yeah, probably when I broke somebody's nose.
In sparring or?
Yeah, it was spawn. I had broke a girl's nose. I probably was like 14. That's when I was like, oh yeah, I got power. I ain't gonna let this go to waste.
Speaking, I heard in an interview one time you said you knocked Tank down or knocked him out.
Yeah,
It was a knockdown or a knockout?
No, I knocked him down.
Right.
I was 5 and he was like 8. A lot. It's crazy because some blogger on Instagram posted something on the story saying I was lying. I straight sent him the picture.
Oh, you got a picture of the knockdown?
I straight sent it. It was in the newspaper. And
they put it in the paper just because you knocked him down?
And he straight deleted when he posted because I made him feel dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Nobody got to lie about it. Tank said it himself.
Yeah, Tank said it himself.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's the past. Like, it ain't going to happen now.
Right.
It's when we was little. You know what I'm saying?
So when you knocked him down, was it like a sequence? Did you see it coming?
No. I was little.
Accident?
I still was learning, getting my feet wet in the game.
Maybe he tripped.
Could be. You never know. But right now, we saying it was a knockdown. I got it though, right here.
Oh, we got the actual newspaper article. Look at my man Tank on the floor. Get up, Tank. Are there any Baltimore traditions you love being a part of?
Baltimore traditions?
Like Stone Soul Picnic. I don't think they call it that no more. I think they call it the AFRAM.
Yeah, they cool. They cool. But my favorite thing besides like the sport of boxing in Baltimore is the dirt bikes.
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
That's my favorite thing about this city.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know how to ride?
I know. Yeah, I don't know how Willie is, but I know how to ride. Man, they so strict. They will not let me on no bike. They will not let me on no bike.
We seen Tank on the bike. He didn't know what he was doing.
Man, they ain't want
the flock left him.
Yeah.
And he trying to shoot the whole video, right?
Kept stalling up.
If you could bring one thing from Baltimore to every fight, what would it be?
One thing from Baltimore. I don't know. My fans, like my home fans, ain't nothing like my home fans. If they could make it to every fight, if I could get them to every fight, that'd be the best thing.
What are your top 5 Baltimore artists?
Like rappers and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, OTR Chaz. 2, Roddy Rex. 3, YG Tech. 4, Scola. 5, I would say, it's so many.
You got a lot to choose from now.
5, Jake.
Okay. Do you have a favorite restaurant?
Here in Baltimore?
Yeah. Nacho Bangers right across the street now. That's my spot.
Yeah. Nacho Bangers. Mama's Place right there across the street. And Poppy Cuisine. Yeah, Poppy Cuisine.
What motivates you most?
My family. Yeah, my family motivates me the most.
So, Tank just did a press conference. Did you see it?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yesterday.
So you was just in New York yesterday?
Yeah.
What did you think about the press conference? What did you think about, like, Roach's energy and,
I see a lot of nervous energy.
Okay.
Nervous nervous energy. But I mean, that's normal. You know, all fighters nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see that in him. I don't know why I'm getting like a friendly vibe from him though. Like he trying to be cool.
Still early out too, because Tank didn't seem, too much at it until they started talking money.
Yeah. But it's just, I'm getting that friendly vibe from Roach. Like, yeah, we understand that y'all came up together.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, he trying to put in Tank here like, we cool, we brothers. We came up together. You know what I'm saying? But Tank don't really care about none of that.
How do it make you feel when you hear Tank talk about retiring and, with him being so young and talking about leaving the sport before we even get him against the guys we really want to see him against?
I don't blame him. Like, people gotta understand, like, we've been boxing since we was yay high. We ain't never really had time to really do what we want to do. We ain't had time to be kids. We was always in the gym. So it's like, that comes a point where it's like, man, I want to travel. I want to have fun without people reporting, saying they see me doing this and that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, it's I know it's a time gonna come for me where I'm gonna be like, man, I'm tired of doing this. Like, we've been doing this our whole life. People not understanding it. They want us to support their needs, but they not understanding how we feel either. Like,
And I think Tank just on another level mindset when I hear him saying stuff like that. I think he thinking bigger, like promotional wise and, becoming